trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Hillebuck. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. Got him downfield. Lots of room to run. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. Flips it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Give to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And he's not down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. QB draw. Picks up the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time.
Just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The Fighting Illini opens things back up here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the Marcus. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Snagged out of the air. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Caught at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards? First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. He's running free down the middle. At 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation. In points per game, because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch in stride inside the 15. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Just steamrolling the defense. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take
football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Makes the grab down the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Jukes his way for more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Touchdown Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. He'll do it himself. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David. That is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The screen, and watch out. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Illini. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch?
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Trying to run it in. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Coming out with it, it's Vic. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 20. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The RPO, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Fights off a defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Illini. Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to add another.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No. Return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's got him.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Still running at the 40. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida.
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again